know when any of these things happen, it's sad that we're feeling like, I don't want to feel like, I want to say I'm getting used to it, but anytime, of course, I think of any of these things, of course, I think of my husband, I think of my brother, I think of my son, I think of all of these things and what they're going to have to deal with when they grow up, certain discussions that we have to have with them that I honestly don't want to have, but is the reality of who we are as Black people, unfortunately. So I just wanted to, again, have just an open discussion in regards to everything that's been going on in our country. I haven't seen an explosion like this ever in my life, so I know it's definitely something I didn't think I would probably be seeing as much. But I wanted to grab some of my church bros, and in regards to this discussion, kind of see how everyone's feeling in regards to it. I know for me, I'm feeling angry. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm disappointed. I'm sad, and it's just something that it's kind of. Okay, we're tired, and clearly it seems like everybody else is tired as well. So I want to start off with, did any of you guys see the video or just heard of the video? I know I finally kind of saw it like Tuesday night, Wednesday-ish was when I kind of finally was like, okay, wait, what's going on? What's going on? What happened here?
Yeah, so I saw the video one time. I think one time is enough.
Yeah.
Only because you see a series of videos over years of Black men getting killed, armed, unarmed, because we do have the Second Amendment in place.
Yeah, so it shouldn't matter.
So our white counterparts, they exercise that right with no issues.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to fear being armed.
Yeah, they're like, this is automatically like, this is my right.
Exactly. And even when we are unarmed, it feels like we still don't even have the right to live.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start with you, Homer. Do you feel like, because I sometimes do feel like this, but from your perspective, do you feel like people feel threatened automatically because, boom, I'm Black, so okay, automatically I have this notion in regards to, okay, I didn't do anything, but apparently something about me you have a problem with. Have you ever felt that way?
Yeah, they got it. Well, yeah.
Okay.
But as we see it now on a I just know in the world how we see it now, just man, it's so. I mean, it's so sad. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's indescribable.
Felt that way? Like absolutely. Just walking and have somebody like tuck their purse a little bit tighter, and I think I felt this one time, but it only take that one time.
Before I leave my home, I have to look at my house, look at the ones that are living with me, and say, subconsciously, and be like, is this the last time I want to see my home?
Yeah.
And that's really sad, and it's just like, I have to face that. Yeah, why I have to do that every day? I can't just go to work, do my job, live my life in the land of opportunity.
Supposedly. So sometimes.
Equal opportunity, but that's not the case. That's that's the reality that I live in.
Do you have the same feeling that Waylon has, walking out like, all right, let's see how today goes?
Honestly, I do. I don't try to think about it as much. This whole discussion kind of disgusts me a bit.
Yeah.
Just thinking like I gotta be more on my P's and Q's when I'm outside more than ever. Yeah, because when I'm going outside and I gotta think like how I gotta look at myself how should I say this? Like, what makes me seem dangerous to people? Like, should I not be around these certain people just in case something might go off?
In case someone thinks or assumes something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that or I guess I should ask like this: what do you guys think in regards to the protesters or rioters? Do you think? Because for me, I was kind of saw it coming. I wasn't even surprised by it. I was just like,
it was a given.
I saw that.
So the protesters, it was. I mean, after a while,
you can only take so much.
You can only take so much. Now, of course, people, they see the good and the bad. They see people going through Target and destroying the Target and leaving out with a microwave. Now that's counterproductive of the peaceful yeah, that's like, we have a bigger issue than your microwave dying.
Yeah, like it's taking the focus off.
We're not doing this to try to get free stuff. We're doing this for a purpose. We're doing this for a cause, not try to steal.
Exactly, and people aren't being conscious enough of like, if I do this, they're going to show this part on media more than the peaceful.
They're going to show the negative.
Yeah, they're always going to show the negative of us, and that's why people have this perception of black people do this, black people do that, wrong.
And then it goes, of course, to the whole media thing, like what they show you, because same instances like this have happened. This is and when white persons do it, and I've seen this happen before. Like they'll be partying like crazy. Like I forgot what game it was some football game or something. Their team won. Everyone went crazy, basically tore the city apart. And they're like, these over rowdy partiers. We do the same thing, but we're actually protesting, and we're seen as these thugs, or we're seen as they're being violent. And it's like they bring out the National Guard all of a sudden. It's just like, wait, we're just protesting. How did this turn into people like running and tear gas and all of these things? So it's definitely media. Definitely plays a big part in it as well.
Show what they want to show.
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, I mean, we're all taught that though. America is founded on, if you want a reaction, you want an answer.
History.
Our history is truly, if you want something done and get the attention of your authority or your oppressors. I mean, think about it. Christopher Columbus came here to find a new land to get away from whoever was oppressing them.
Yeah, so he came in and kind of just took.
But, and then also coming here, you killed, you enslaved, and what do you expect us? What do you expect us to do? We're going to do the same.
We're going to react. People are going to react, and I honestly am kind of. That's not. I don't want to say this right, so people don't think I'm crazy. But when the protesting started happening and people started burning things and things like that, I'm like, this is true, pure rage, and enough is enough at its finest right now. I'm not saying it's right, but it truly is. I'm upset. I am angry. No one is listening to me. I need to do something. That something may not be right, but I need to do something because I'm tired and I'm over it.
It's full of people like they're out there. They hurting, and like everybody is taking it. Everybody's out there with their hurt and they using it in different ways. It's just. That's the case out there.
The way I see it is like we protested and we tried to do it the peaceful way, but you guys aren't listening. You guys
did a lot of walking and singing.
But when we start riding, that's when you guys want to pay attention. That's when you guys want to don't hurt us, don't do this, don't do that. We told you guys from the beginning. Look, we wanted things done this way. We told you guys about this. We told you guys about that. The one guy who got arrested, the cop. How many complaints he had?
18
So where were you guys when that happened?
Yeah, like we tried to do it the right way and it still isn't enough. So it's like, okay, well we're done now. Like clearly no one's listening.
Obviously you guys aren't listening to us when we're trying to be peaceful. So when we start acting up, even though I'm saying that we shouldn't, that's when you guys want to turn your head and pay attention.
Exactly. And it's like you can't go back and change history. But what can we do now to solve our issues? Because this is America. We have all different races, religion, opinions.
We're known as the melting pot.
We know as the melting pot. So we have to have these uncomfortable discussions. We need reparations. We need everyone to feel welcomed here as well. So,
I as well think someone was talking about this as well. They're like, I think white persons, one needs to kind of step up in regards to this and be like, no, this is not okay. And then as well, if those white persons have a question like towards a black person, like, okay, why do you feel like this? Because I know there are some people that don't understand. They probably never will. But okay, let's have a discussion. Let's sit down. Let's really talk about this. Why are we feeling like this? Like, what's going on? Because there are some white people that just truly don't know. Of course, there are some that obviously do and just don't care. But I think as well, we need to have that open discussion in regards to with them so they can understand, have that empathy. Because there are some that have absolutely no empathy. They don't care. They probably never will care. But a little bit, we can have that moment of, okay, let's have a discussion in regards to what's going on. I might not understand, but let me have the empathy towards you and we can work together. Because a lot of black persons are like, if I were to ever get in trouble, there's no way a white person would stop me from probably getting killed. Like, there's no way. Like, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Because there's no trust in that. There's no, what's the right wording I'm looking for? That dignity for I'm a human being just as you are a human being, you know? And that's one of the things I think that bothered me so much was it's like, you wouldn't even treat an animal like this, yet you're treating him like he's lower than that and just don't even care. People are screaming around you to stop. Yet still nothing. He was just so indifferent to everything that was going on. That's what made me more upset. He just kind of felt
like he took on the duty
I'm above the law.
I'm going to, this is my duty to take out this black man.
No, honestly, correct that. I honestly feel like most people feel like if there was an animal being hurt or something like that,
they would go crazy.
Someone would go crazy. Someone would be riding. There would be like people just knocking over stuff.
That's actually, that is true actually. Yeah.
So are we beneath?
That's what I said. It's like, okay, well, where's the human decency? And I think we have to keep that in mind. Yes, there's black, yes, there's white, there's Hispanic, there's all these races. Just in general as a human being, does this seem right to you? Like everyone knows the difference between right and wrong. Does this seem right to you? Let's just stop. Does this seem right to you? Yes or no? Okay, if the answer is no, then clearly this is something that is wrong and that needs to be discussed and talked about. So I'm happy that this person was arrested, is being charged. He's charged with 3rd degree. I think it should be 2nd degree, but that's another story for another time. So hopefully things do get better. Hopefully they do get what they deserve. The family gets, that justice they deserve because it really needs to be done. And this was definitely one of those instances which shouldn't be happening anyway because there's so many of them to really pick from, which is really sad. But one of those instances that made everyone just completely snap, like, okay, we're done with this now. And we want to continue to pray for those families that are hurting, and then as well even take into account those who may have been pulled over by the police or had a traumatic incident with the police. They weren't, maybe not have, of course, were killed or murdered, but they had a traumatic incident with a police officer that was not, comfortable or not great. We've heard stories about, I was taken to the precinct or I was taken to jail, but on the way there something happened or whatnot. They lived, but still they have this traumatic experience in regards to what happened. So we want to be as careful as we can. At this point, I just say, the only thing I can really say is pray, be careful. I mean, I say continue to protest. It's going to be one of the things that's going to be hard to forget.
For the black community to come together, and we have to learn about our local government too, and our rights, and what we can do together to get the result that we need. Because obviously we've been doing the same thing, walking, protesting, and still nothing has changed, and now we're looking insane. Yeah,
we got to come together. Like 2020, at this point, what we're doing, what's going on now, we've done this before. So right now, as I see it, we got to come together, just really build. We already talked about building and reparations, but really more building than anything. Because come reparations, we probably ain't never gonna get it. Because we just probably ain't gonna get it. So our best bet is do like.
I feel like that's always been a blind spot in regards to slavery, so it's probably not gonna happen.
What everybody else do, because you look at all these different, there's so many people, like Jewish and all these, they stick together, they build together. We got to get like them. We have no choice, because other than that, nobody's not coming to help us. We got to build it.
Yeah, we're not gonna. If we don't care, how's anybody else? How's anyone else gonna care? About what we're going through. So it's just, definitely a hard week. I will definitely say that. One of those weeks I was like, okay, I'm just sad.
Yeah, pretty sad.
I'm just sad.
It's going to be a hard week, and I don't see anything dying down soon if we all stick together.
Yeah. All right, but thank you, ladies, for joining me, and fellows, if you're there, in regards to this discussion. I know it's tough. I know it's something we don't like to think about, but of course, through this week, it's obviously been very much in our face across the entire country. So we want to be aware. We want to empathize with those who are going through the struggle. We want to be able to grow together and be better. And again, the only way we can do that is by working together. And again, still trusting in the Lord through everything that we're going through. It's not easy every single day. But we can do it. And I know the Lord is with each and every one of us. We've all had those moments where just like, okay, I just feel hopeless right now. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, okay, forget it. I just give up. But don't give up. Know that the Lord is still always with you. We want to grow and be better together. But thank you guys for joining me here on our Around the Count session here. But thank you guys. Appreciate your time here. Appreciate y'all. But we'll see you ladies again next week for our next topic. Bye.